Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Football Manager 2024 with the London Greens. Today we start with a game against Hendon. We are already kind of lined up, ready to go at the tactical meeting. And yeah, just ready to go and give it a go. Now we've got a couple of players on a heavy match load, so we might want to think about rotating them out because our schedule is a bit heavy. But the thing is that we've got two games coming up where if these guys don't play now, they'll still probably only be able to play one of the two games coming up. So I'm thinking we go heavy match load now. Then against North Greenford, we go with a rotated team. And then for the last game of the episode, which I can't remember who it's against. It might be Hamworth Villa. I think it is. We then go back to our first team, our first 11, our full strength 11. So that's what I think we're going to go with. And hopefully today, in this game, we don't kind of pay for that with an injury, because that would be not fun, really. Okay, yellow card early for one of the Hendon players. Does not really do them any favours, I'll be honest. But we start with 80% possession. Goodness me. We are all over the opposition. Start getting some shots off then. And in fact, if we've got that much of the ball, let's up that tempo as well. Do not concede off of set piece. Come on now. Off the bar. Oh, get away with that one. Get away with that one. Luke Frith, early yellow card. That's not ideal. He'll definitely come off at half-time. Oh, my word. Woods as well. Why are we picking up yellow cards here? Okay, that's clearly not worked. To lower that tempo again, because they're stepping into the game now. Okay, well done, Chadwick. We send it long. The Terrier will chase. Won't go. All the way back to Baird. Will he pass it out or kick it long? Passes it out. Okay. Reeve on the ball. Into Wagner, but Frith picks it out. Togwell, Hillier, forward. Leterrier takes a touch. Oh, look, turns his man. Oh, puts it over the bar, but does very well to turn his man and get that shot away in really good fashion there. Okay, still 0-0. We haven't had a shot on target just yet. Possession is still very much in our favour. 32 minutes or so. Taking more shots. Very good. Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. We've had a shot on target, finally. Okay, I think what we can do here is we can actually go like so. And Hillier... no, then Woods moves up. We'll go into our 4-2-2-2 that we have. I don't... dang it. Don't think we need the DM as much. Knowing that Togwell and Hillier will probably kind of rotate back a decent amount anyway. The Terrier from distance just wide. Just wide. And we are definitely the better team of the two right now. 9 shots, 2 on target now. XG of 0.5, but not quite enough to get a goal. Yeah, okay, stay on feet then. Do that. Don't dive in. And now Togwell's grabbed a yellow card as well. Okay, so data shows we are pushing up very nicely. And let's go. Sorry, back that out of there. Keep working. We can definitely get the win. There's no doubt about that. So Frith out for Stefan Clark. Togwell out for Dimitri. Woods will stay in for a bit, but Takeda will come on, I think, and try and get some sharpness into Takeda as well. Bedfont are winning, so they're now top of the pile. We need to get a goal. Oh, no, they've been... Oh, what? Huh? Chadwick, go pick that up. And it goes. The Terrier picks it up. There's a foul. The Terrier was tripped up, which means trusty Hillier will put it away. Wow, Baird, I think, got a hand to that. That's Hillier's 9th goal of the season and his 50th league goal, career league goal. That's really, really cool. I love that. How many of them Okay. How many of them, I wonder, are for us in league matches? So there's 20, 32. And then just kind of like odd goals here and there in previous seasons. He's obviously been with us for a long while, and we took him from Haringey, and we paid a bit of money for him. So it's a good thing that look at that, he's grown into the role as the seasons go by. 6.96, 6.99. It's very impressive. We took him halfway through a season as well. Very impressive from Hillier, and he's been slotting away penalties as we like. So 1-0 up, very, very good. I would like us to try and grab another one. We will certainly go for the header. Unlucky there. And let's go back to shooting on sight. And at 70 minutes, we will add. So Bedfont now not winning. What's going on in that game? Where are they? Oh, Bambrook takes it. Oh, maybe it's a goal difference thing. Maybe that's why. Abdullah, Hillier, out to it. Yep, good. Play forward. Leteria, back it goes. Dimitri forward. Chadwick, one-on-one. Slots it away. And that is very, very good play, because that is a cam picking the ball up from a centre mid. So what we've got here is we've got the cam playing it into our striker. The striker's good. Takes a touch. The cam then thinks, well, the striker's taken a touch. I'm going to go through in this position. It goes back to a centre mid. Obviously, there's Hillier as well. You've got your other striker and you've got your other cam, and that's Woods over there, I think. It is. Both in good positions because they've moved forward as well. Chadwick reads the play, opens the gap because the centre-back has been pulled out by Leteria. Puts it in the back of the net. Really, really good stuff. That makes it 2-0, and I'm very, very happy with that. I'm going to give the team a praise, and we're going to go for our rotation. Abdullah might need a rest, but then again, the yellow card, we don't really want the yellow card to, yeah, we don't want the yellow card to end up with a red card, even though there's also Evans there on a yellow card, which is frustrating. Not long to go, 15 minutes to go, and we are already 2 goals up, and maybe it'll be 3. Hillier drives forward, it comes off one of the defenders, out for a corner. We keep the pressure on, we're still at the right end of the pitch, of course, and looking very, very good. Whips it in, McKay jumps just wide. Once again, Scott McKay proving to be a threat from the corners. Bedfont were drawing, instantly responded. That's annoying. Let's see if we can defend this set here. Phillips drives in. They go over the bar from from the back post. No bother. And we'll go back to the table real quick. See how it looks. We are 33. They are 31. If they could... They've scored another one. Look at that 4-2 Rains Park. That would have been very helpful. 4-3. No, that's the wrong game. Look at that. What the heck? 3-3. 2 minutes later, 4-3. And full-time hits, and that was a really, really dominant performance. The defenders played well. The attackers also, I feel like they did play well for the most part. Togwell is the worst player on the pitch. I'm going to say that yellow card probably is part of the reason why. But just a really, really solid run-out, solid performance. And next up, North Greenford, and we are going to have to rotate a little bit before the last game. So let's just let no hanging about. Let's get to it. Okay, so North Greenford play pretty much the same style as our last opponents, which was a wing play style. So we know that we can pretty much just pick our team, rotate our team, and not really have to change tactics all too much. So what we're going to do is a quick swap around of anyone on the heavy, and in fact, we might even do a rotate of anyone on the medium as well. Just because I think that's a good idea. So Sam Price, no. Anyone on the light down here? Danny Upton, in you go. Terrace, you can play left back, so you can do that. Kolodinsky goes in a DM. North could play out there as well. William Kennedy, you go there. And then Dylan McIntyre goes in. And John Jones goes in as well. Boulay plays out on the right. He hasn't really actually been playing. Well, yeah, Frith is on heavy, so That's probably a good shout there. Hayden McElhenney could play left side. So could Lee North. In fact, I'll do that because Terrace is also kind of in the running to be a starter. We need another centre mid. It might be Chadwick. No, I think it probably should be Togwell, actually, and then swap those guys around. And then a Cam to step in. Yeah, let's go with Demetriou. Okay, which means I need one more. So not Jimmy Woods. In fact, let's bring Terrace in here. That works. Okay, so the team is going to be it is a rotation. It is well, more or less a full rotation of the yeah. We've got to be able to rotate and still get results. So I'm going to say this away game, I wouldn't really mind if we do come away with a draw. With a rotated team, the fact that it's away, the fact that we're building up to the next game, which is not Hamworth Villa, it's actually Fisher. So that's the important one for us, really. Wow, you know, all the games are important. Are Bedfont playing today? They are. They're up against Camberley, the only team that has beaten us. I keep saying it because it is important to remember. We've started well, 56% possession. They've had, however, a couple of shots. Got themselves a little bit of momentum, not too much, but possession is ours. I'm going to go with the work the ball into the box and really try and play into that because I don't think we've got our star players to go and create with as much. Wow, look at that. They must have injured each other. Goodness, and red cards, oh my word. Okay, we've still got possession, but the analysis of positions show that we are far further back than they are. So we're going to bring that line up straight away. Try and step up. Try and meet them a little bit. I'm going to give the team an encourage here and see if that does do anything for us. We're going to play with the ball in a bit more of a dangerous area. In fact, we're going to up the direction a bit because maybe we've got too much of the ball and we're not doing anything with it. And maybe then we're inviting a bit of trouble because of that. Miller on the ball, whips it towards the far post. Norman gets there and it goes over. Dan Jones was in the right position kind of anyway, so I don't think that would have troubled him. Boulay on the ball, into Togwell, forward to Jones, into Demetriou, into McIntyre. Look at this one-touch football that ultimately gets crowded out. That's interesting. Maybe that is I don't know, is that a symptom of what's happening? Do we need to rotate into our 4-3-3 and maybe kind of target those slightly wider channels? We could think about it. Demetriou forward it goes. McIntyre plays it to Jones. No, he goes himself off the bar. Jones tries to gather it. Togwell does get it. We're still on the attack, but it runs out. South Reading are 1-0 up despite the red card that they've faced. We've still got possession, but mostly the momentum is, again, still against us over there. I'm going to quickly check we're still so far back. We really are. Okay, so if we are that far back, I'm going to bring my line down. I'm going to go into a pass into space situation and try and hit them with a different form of attack. If we're not going to be able to pass the ball through and create good chances like that, maybe we can by going a bit more direct with our attack. Demetriou gets taken out. Kennedy shoots and it's very close. Does not go in. What is John Jones doing back here as one of the defenders with North? North makes sense. Upton. Oh, we could get a goal from a corner. That would be very good because that would sort us out a little bit. Okay, does look like a bit of momentum going our way. Hamworth are winning now. They've scored twice against South Reading. We can still win this. Keep going. Nothing to say that we can't. Going to give the team another bit of encouragement. We'll do that. We'll play for set pieces as well. Bedfont still at 0-0. So this would be a really, really good opportunity to go and grab a goal and get a bit of a difference, make a bit of a difference here. We've had the same amount of shots, but more of ours are on target. They've now had another one. We've got a bit of momentum going our way. Okay, let's bring on the big guns. Boulay will come off at 70 because of that yellow. Dimitri whips it in. Evans far post. One go. Boulay shoots. No, doesn't shoot. Then he does shoot and it's deflected. It's hit Kolodinsky. So Kolodinsky's helped it on its way. And then it's hit a defender maybe. And then it's maybe hit the keeper as well. Let's watch this one with a bit more. So Boulay gets it. Plays it to Upton. Plays it back. Boulay shoots. It hits Kolodinsky. Okay, don't think it hit a defender. But then it did hit the keeper. It goes in. I'm going to tell the team to calm down with that one. We've gone to a 1-0. That's brilliant. Don't need anything beyond that. Boulay, off you come in a second. There we go. Stefan Clark comes in. So Terrace won't actually come on. That's fine. We're going to ignore that. That's all good. We've had a good second half. We've gone and grabbed the goal. Oh, no. A red card to a Camberley player does not bode well. Table as things stand, see us go 4 points clear with Bedfont still having that game in hand. But if they do go and score, then that's obviously going to wipe that out. Is it the only game still at a 0-0? Looks like it is, yeah. Very close to finish. Oh, what the heck? There it is. 93rd and then 96th. And they do get the win. We have managed to get the win, which is very, very good. I don't think we played, ultimately, I don't think we played very, very well. But we did play well enough to get the win with a rotated team. And the goal coming from our DM deflected from a shot from our right back. So it's one of those where it's just like, yeah, we take that to the bank, move on, 3 points. Annoying that Bedfont got their 3 points, but now in the Fisher game, we go back to the first team, ready to fire, all guns blazing. Again, let's get to it. Okay, so we've just had an interesting message from Lee North saying more or less the same stuff that Luke Frith was saying, which was, I think I should be playing more. Ricky May also is kind of thinking he should play more, but he does play a good amount. It's just he's not really performing as he was the last season when he was just scoring goals for fun. Which is kind of a difficult thing to kind of like judge, I suppose. There was a comment recently saying like, I kind of hang on to players perhaps are too long and I should keep replacing players and keep kind of looking for the next thing. I do think that is true. However, I think it's true to a point. I don't think we need to go kind of silly with it. Maybe that's not the right way to describe it, but like I don't want to just constantly have a new team every single season. I'm thinking like 4 or 5 new players in the squad every transfer window. That's okay. That's kind of somewhat to be expected. But not every single season do I need like a brand new 11. Because if I do that, I get to the point where, you know, after 2 years, I just have none of the same players. And the club doesn't feel like a club. It feels like, well, to me, it kind of feels like you're playing FIFA career mode where you can just buy anyone more or less because the game lets you do that, you know. I don't really want to do that so much. Okay, so today's game, there we go. Back to the A team, so to speak. Dimitriou is on a bit of heavy, so we'll drop him for Kennedy. Lee North wants to play more games, so I'm going to have to let him do just that. And that'll do for now. He's lacking match sharpness. Yeah, maybe that's because I haven't been playing him, but here we go. Third game of the episode. It is a big one. It's against Fisher. They are, what, 7th or 6th or something like that. Let's give the positives out to the teams, to the players. We are, wow, look at that. Last 5 games, 4 wins and 1 draw. Bedfont versus Cray Valley. If Cray Valley could do us a favour, we would take it. We really, really would. Okay, 5 minutes gone, 2 shots, none on target, no dramas. Yellow card for the opposition. 2 goals in quick succession in that top game of the set of fixtures we've got. Bedfont are like okay, here we go. So if Bedfont can, oh, here we go. Chadwick crosses it in. The ball has changed colour somehow. Scott McKay's put it in the back of the net. I think there's an offside. I'm going to guess it's Togwell. Oh, it was Frith who was offside. the ball changed colour as it was hit, which was weird. But that's a good start nonetheless. You know, we've put the ball in the back of the net. It just means we've got to do the same thing again, but this time be onside. Gale, where are you going to go? That's perilous. They've actually played out the press really well. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. McKay, over the top. In it goes. He's a good header of the ball. And Chadwick is a good passer of the ball. You can't say he played a bad pass here when you've got, like, 4 defenders behind. Look, I mean, that's fine. That's maybe not the best pass. You probably could have taken a touch. But from there to there, there's probably other opportunities to try and stop that ball going in. It's a bit odd to just say, oh, it's his fault for giving the ball away. No, it's not. I mean, it is a bit, but not entirely. Anyway, very, very good start. Very strong start. Look at that, 11 shots in 27 minutes. We're having a shot every couple of minutes, there or thereabouts. Now a corner. McCabe near post. It doesn't quite make it to him, so Chadwick might put it in again. He does. Won't go. Frith shoots over the bar. So North, not fully match sharp, so he might have to come off somewhat early. Yeah, we'll play that. Cray Valley still at 0-0. Dan Jones clears it out to Lee North. He plays it into Hillier, goes forward to Woods, back to Togwell, playing the triangles. That's all good. Woods, now you've got to pass on forward here at some point. No, he goes back again. There we go. Now there's a pass. Here we go. Drive and forward. McKay inside. The Terrier chase after that. He will get there because he is quick. He does. Drag it back. There it is. Chadwick. Hillier from distance. Oh, that's a great finish. I thought he was going to shoot around here. He ends up shooting closer to the edge of the box, which is absolutely fine. And drills it into the low corner there. Look, now the ball is yellow. What is happening here? I really like this. So I was thinking touch and then shoot from there. He takes a heavy touch. It's actually in the box by the time he shoots. I thought it was here. And originally, I thought it was out here. But, I mean, having a goalie called Shield is A, very cool. And B, a little bit ironic when you've now been beaten twice in 30-odd minutes. 3 times, technically, as well. So, Chadwick on the ball, gets tackled. Gale plays it long. Watson picks it up at left back. Or left wing, should I say. Plays it back to the goalie. Into Morley. Goes to Gale again, who is on that yellow. Don't forget, Watson goes up the wing. Plays a good pass. Plays a 1-2, in fact. Very nice play. Goes all the way to the line. Shoots it. And it's a bit of a... It was a very good run. And Cray Valley are leading. Here we go. Here we go. That could be something. That really could be something. Okay, the analytical data... oh my goodness, data shows that we are bossing the game, looking very, very good. I'm going to hand over. The assistant can cover that. Instructions are, get some time wasting going, just keep shooting, and when those instructions are in, praise the team for being 2-0 up, playing very well. We've got green numbers all over the place. And just keep rolling with the punches. Here we go. Leterrier, early yellow in the second half. So Ricky May comes in. And just don't do anything silly. That's quite silly. And somehow Frith has blocked it very well. Goes out for a corner. That would have been a good opportunity for the opposition. It was. Look at that. It was a 0.4 or so opportunity. I'm going to drop it to balanced. And alongside that, I'm just going to also just bring that mid block in. We don't need to engage as high as we are. And Cray Valley are 2-0 up in their game. We're taking yellow cards all over the place now. What is happening there? That is not on. Completely unnecessary. Okay, 70 minutes. We'll take off Luke Frith for Stefan Clark. And we've got Kennedy to come on for Togwell. That's all of our changes now. But it does kind of look like we're a bit under the pump a little bit. Just trying to balance this game out and get over the line. We're not really looking to go and score a third and a fourth and stuff like that. We're just trying to keep control at this point and take a 2-0. Felix comes on, instantly gets yellowed. 10 minutes to go, still 2 goals up. I think that's an offside. It was. So the fact that Jones made a save is brilliant, but also didn't really matter. 81 minutes, not long to go. Hillier plays the ball. Looks out left, doesn't see anyone, and then eventually plays a bit of a nothing pass, and that's a bit of a nothing clearance. Hillier, this time inside. Woods is there, out wide if you want it. Goes to Chadwick, into May, and then goes out wide. North picks it up. Is he going to whip it in? Chadwick shoots it. Oh, that had some power on it. That had some zip on it. Goodness me. Okay, I am going to take Lee North off because he is looking particularly tired. Hillier can't drop back. No one. Doesn't look like anyone can really drop back. Ricky May's going to rock back and do a job there because I don't want Lee North getting injured. It's only 5 minutes to go. Might seem risky, but we are 2-0 up and... Oh, goodness me, Bambrick. Oh, no, okay, cancel that. We've conceded a penalty. Lee North is going to have to play it out because we can't have a potential defensive... Oh, never mind. Okay. Lee North, make that change and off you come, lad. There we go. And Dan Jones, that is ridiculous. He's saving penalties for fun. Oh, goodness me. And that's been... Oh, my word. Fisher's XG might genuinely be better than ours. It is, because the couple of chances they've had have been ridiculously good chances that they have not put away. Bedford have got one back because once again, the team they are playing has conceded a red card and gone down to 10. We're obviously playing with 10 for a different reason, with Ricky May rocking it at left back. They go long. It looked like it was offside. May's picked it up. Don't do anything silly. Plays it to the centre back. That's really, really well played. And then Evans, in fact, does do something silly. But Jones is there once again to make the save. Watson back post. May, get out of town. Ricky May's a new left back. Absolutely ridiculous. Still 2-1. We've made full time. We've won our game. We did the work in the first half. Ricky May, you are a trooper. I can't believe they've missed that penalty. Their XG, of course, the XG is going to be higher because they missed a penalty. I think a penalty is something like 0.8 at a minimum. Like it should be going in baseline, But let's see what the table looks like. We're actually going to sim forward to look at what the table looks like after a bit of time has passed. We're currently 5 points clear, but don't forget the game in hand. Bedfont could go to 37. 66 points is kind of where you want to be. Jones on form, of course he was, saving a penalty. Ridiculous. Player of the week is Lee West for scoring 3 goals and getting a draw for Bryden against Ottershaw. That is actually quite impressive because we've got 2 weeks, until the Virginia Water game. So I'm going to get to that, see where the table is before that game. Next episode will only be 2 games, so it will be slightly shorter. Battle trying to... We're not going to lose Lee North. He's on £100 a month. We don't need to worry about anything like that. I mean, it's a really good episode. A clean sheet episode. I'll take that. I'll take that big time. I really will. Okay, yes. So, there must be games being played in the 2 weeks that we're not playing. I've got to think there is. Top scorer is Hillier for us. Wow, would you look at that? Most goals is Owen Stokes. Hillier is next. And I don't know how many of them are penalties. I'm going to guess a decent amount of them are penalties. Assist, most shots, Scott McKay. That's not a surprise. Key passes, Chadwick again. That's not a surprise. Assists are Miller. But Dimitri, look at that. Dimitri's only played... Those are some very good stats from Jay Demetriou. He is going to be a good player. In fact, it almost feels like we have found our Finley Chadwick replacement because Finley Chadwick will retire. He's 35. At some point, he will say, I'm hanging up the boots. Jay Demetriou steps in. Okay, Tomonori Takeda wants to play more games. Yeah, I can't really afford to not have him playing those games. So Takeda's going to swap in for McKay as a permanent swap back here. I'm okay with that. Kennedy, you swap out. Where's Jay? Jay goes back in. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get through. Okay, we're at that Virginia Water game. I've not looked at how they play. I've not looked at picking the team or anything like that. That'll be for next time. What I have had a looked at, looked at is the table. And now we've actually got games in hand on other teams because of that big old break. So I'm going to quickly run you guys through the matches that have been played since then. So, Windsor drew 4-4. What the heck in their match? Then there was a whole week of fixtures on the 17th that we did not play in. You can see Bedfont got the win against Rayners Lane. A draw would have been better for us there. Virginia Water beat Fisher and knocked them like way back down. Hamworth Villa getting a draw. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, not bad. And then Ottershaw beating Burnham kind of helps them in their hunt to get up the table as well. Then there was South Reading versus Rains Park, a Tuesday game which doesn't really affect us. And now on to our match. So as you can see, we have played 18 now. Other teams have played 19, specifically Ottershaw, of course. We have still only lost one game. It was that Camberley game, but now Bedfont have also lost a game as well. Windsor lost out recently in that 2-1 there. Is that Rayners Lane? Or is that Bryden? Oh no, that must be the loss to... Yeah, that's the loss to Burnham actually. So there's Burnham down here who managed to get the win in that one. Rayners Lane's that loss is the first in a while for them to Bedfont. So I would have hoped they would bring in the form to stop Bedfont chasing us down. But we are just one win better than Bedfont right now. And that equates to 2 points because we've got the same amount of losses. It's just one draw of theirs is a win of ours. So where they took 1 point, we took 3 points. And that is the 2-point difference that we are at. We are almost at halfway. And like I've said a couple of times, 66 points should be enough. That 5th place cutoff. You can see Ottershaw, they are halfway. They are only on 30. We are 9 points better than that if you want to look at things kind of at a halfway mark and where do we want to be going into this halfway point of the season, going into like kind of predicting the rest of the season. As things stand, we're looking very good. Our goal difference is good. Our goals scored is very good. We're averaging 2.0005 or whatever. Very good. Scoring at least 2 a game is just brilliant. You can see actually Rayners Lane are scoring even more than that. If we average it out here, there are teams scoring a load of goals, but they're also conceding an absolute boatload of goals, where in the conceding like chart, we are 3rd with only 21 conceded, and our goal difference is the best. Only by 1 against Bedfont, but we are just looking really good. This must be the season. We've done well. We've collated the team. We've gone with our tactics. I'm at a good place. We're in a good place. That's it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We did not concede even once, which is perfect. Until next time.